1 minute. Venkatji, when are you going to start the other one? From October, right?
Next week.
Next week. Next week will be the 2nd of October.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
We'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Good morning, everyone. Hari Om. As we are doing Tattva Bodha, can someone repeat after me the invocation shloka?
I'll do it.
Vasudevendra Yogindram
Vasudevena Yogendram
Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Natva Jnanapradam Gurum
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Mumukshunam Hitarthaya
Tattva Bodho Bhidhiyate.
Tattva Bodho Bhidhiyate.
So in Tattva Bodha, what we saw is that the nature of Jiva we have seen, okay, meaning Jiva, meaning who we are, and then we also saw who is, what is the universe. Then we also have seen the definition of Jiva and Ishvara. The thing is that what is Jiva? First of all, Jiva is Brahma Pratibhimbam. So it is a image, okay, or reflection of Brahman. Okay, that is number one. And it is Sthula Sharira Abhimani, meaning one who is identified with this Upadhi called Sthula Sharira. That Sthula Sharira Abhimani means it's also Sukshma Sharira Abhimani and Karna Sharira Abhimani also. So one who is identifying with these three Upadhis. Okay. And the same Jiva, okay, if he is identified with the entire Prakriti, he is called Ishvara. So that means that Ishvara is also Brahma Pratibimba, Jiva is also Brahma Pratibimba, means they are both are the reflections of Brahman alone. However, the what are they identifying with is what is the difference, number one. Jiva is identified with a set of this Stula Sukshma Karna Sharira. Ishvara is identified with the entire cosmos. So one is microcosm, other is macrocosm. Okay. Now, avidyopadyasan atma jiva ityuchate. Now, because one reflection is identified with a simple, like a single body, right? A single body is like a single set of Stula Sukshma Karna Shariras. What happened is that the Maya, the amount of Maya that is there is controlling this Jiva, and it is called avidya. Whereas one who is identified with the entire cosmos, they are identifying with entire Maya also, and that Maya is under the control of Ishvara. Okay, so in case of Jiva, we are under the control of Maya. In case of Ishvara, Maya is under the control of Ishvara. Then this is what we have. And then Upadhi means what? This Upadhi means Upasame Stitva Adadhati. So that means that one that is closely associated with us, closely situated to an object, and it is projecting its properties on something else. Okay, so for example, the last week also I gave the same example, and repeat this. So these are a set of white glasses, kind of like reflective, what you call like a colorless glasses. If I put a red light from here, and then the projection of that red light makes this appear red without changing its properties. So the properties of these glasses are not going to be changed, but this red light, the closeness of this red light makes this appear as to be red. If it is green light, it would be green. If it is yellow light, it would be yellow, and so on and so forth. Now, the interesting thing is that the most thing to remember is, even though depending upon the light, it may appear red, green, yellow, orange, two things. Number one, if the light is removed, it is back to its color, number one. Second thing is that even when those lights are there, this is still the original color of this is white. It is only appearing as red or green or blue. So in the same way, so that is called upadhi. So in this case, what happened is this light, this red light or green light, yellow light or orange light, this is called as upadhi. Okay. So now this Atma, okay, so the Brahma Pratibimba, okay, so the reflection of this Brahman, when it is identified with this body, suddenly what we are thinking, the properties of the body are superimposed on this self. So what is happening is that now there is a mistaken notion that I am this body. Okay, if the body gets old, I am old. If the body gets sick, I am sick. So these kind of like properties of the Sthula Sharira are superimposed in self, for which there is no birth, no death. Okay, or no old age, young age, etc. Similarly, at the mind level, which is Sukshma Sharira, okay, anything that has got these properties such as, oh, I'm not feeling happy. I'm so happy now. Self, there's no happiness, there's no sadness. Okay, it is feelingless, rather, right? So, but however, because the projection of the properties of this upadhi, it's saying that, okay, I'm feeling so and so, all those feelings are superimposed in the Atma, which has no feelings, kind of thing. Like that, and then I am a papi, or I am a punya purusha, I mean, like I am a sinner, or I am a person of great virtues. All of these are based on these upadhis, they are superimposed on Brahman. Okay, this Atma. That's all. That is what upadhi is. So now, then what we saw is that in last session we started this. There is this Mahavakya in our Upanishads, you're saying that Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi is a great Mahavakya where There are a lot of books were written on that. In fact, entire Bhagavad Gita of comprising 700 shlokas, which is considered as the crown jewel of our Hindu literature, among the Hindu scriptures. It is an exposition on Tat Tvam Asi. Like first set of 6 chapters talk about Tvam. Second set of 6 chapters talk about Tat, and last set of 6 chapters talk about Asi. Now, however, what it is saying is that in a simple manner, you are, that means that, hey Jiva, who you think that you are different from that Brahman, understand that you as a Jiva is same as Brahman. Now, when this kind of statement is made, then the question comes that which we read last week. Nanu sa ahankarasya kinchidajnasya jivasya, meaning nanu means however, means here the question is coming. Okay. Sa ahankarasya, as the individual jiva, you have ahankara. Kinchidajnasya, you have got limited knowledge. You are a jiva. On the other hand, Ishvara is nirahankara, without any ahankara, sarvagnya, all knower. Ishvara also means the controller of everything. How? Tat Tvam Asi iti Mahavakyat katham abheda buddhi swayadu bhayo viruddha dharmat krantavat. So the question is that Ishvara and this Jiva, how can you say that these two are same? Okay, because they are viruddha dharmas. Viruddha dharma means opposing qualities are there, right? As in like kinchita, little knowledge, extra knowledge, okay, or all pervading, limited pervading. Ishvara is forever, whereas we live barely for a few years, right? In that case, then what happened is in this situation, we are bringing in a new concept, okay? Not a new concept, we are showing something, this thing, right? For example, if you say, if I tell you, Rajiv ji will touch base next week, what does that mean? Anyone?
He will not be present.
No. If I say I'll touch base with you next week, what does that mean?
You will meet next week.
We'll meet next week. But touch base, okay, what base are we touching? Okay, if you take the exact, the word meaning, right, literal meaning of this word, we will touch base next week. Are we playing baseball? Okay, which base are we touching? First base, second base, third base, home base? What are you talking about? Okay, it doesn't make any sense. So the direct literal translation is what you call as vachyartha or literal meaning. Okay, the implied meaning, okay, touch base implies we are going to get in touch. Okay, next week. Again, touch, even getting in touch means like, okay, we are not touching. Okay, we could be calling on phone or something like that, right? So getting in touch, even that one is also, there's a vachyartha only. The lakshyartha or the implied meaning is we are going to talk to each other. We are going to meet either in person or virtually. Okay, so this is the meaning. So the second and real meaning is called as lakshyartha. Lakshya means goal, okay, or intended. Lakshyartha can be translated as intended meeting. Intended meaning. Okay, so intended meaning versus literal translation. So you are that, this Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakya, if you take the literal translation, it has got separate meaning. If you take the intended meaning, it has a separate meaning. So what is the literal translation? What is the intended meaning, right? So that question is addressed in the next set of words. Okay, I mean the paragraph. Okay, we actually studied this last week, but we will, we chanted this last week, but we will repeat it anyway. Does anyone want to go off mute and repeat after me?
I can do it.
Okay. Sthula Sukshma Sharirabhimani.
Sukshma Sharirabhimani.
Tvam Pada Vachyarthaha.
Tam Pada Vachyarthaha.
Upadhi vinirmuktam
Upadi Vinirmuktam
samadhisha sampannam
Samadhidasha Sampannam
shuddham chaitanyam shuddha chaitanyam
Shuddha Chaitanyam
tvam pada lakshyarthaha.
Tvam Pada Lakshyardaha
Evam
Evam
sarvajnatvadi
Sarvagnatvaadi
vishishtha
Vishishta
ishvaraha
Ishvaraha
tat pada vachyarthaha.
Tat Pada Vachyardaha
Upadhi shunyam
Upadi Shunyam
shuddha chaitanyam
Shuddha Chaitanyam
tat pada
Tat Pada
lakshyarthaha.
Shyardaha
Lakshyarthaha.
Lakshyardaha
Evam cha
Evam Cha
jiveshwarayo
Jiveshwarayo
chaitanya
Chaitanya
rupena abhede
Rupena Abhede
badhaka bhavaha.
Badaka Bhavaha.
So here tat means Ishvara, tvam means Jiva. So you see that this Vachyartha, Lakshyartha, those came twice. Okay, in the sentence. Tvam pada Vachyartha, tat pada Vachyartha.
Venkatji, which verse is this?
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt. Which verse is this?
This is okay.
It
So
is Sukshma Shariram, right?
it is actually in we are almost towards the end. It is under Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakya.
Tattvamasi.
So it will if section numbers are given, it should be under section number 10.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So here Tatpada Vachartha, Tvampada Vachartha, Tatpada Lakshartha, Tvampada Lakshartha. All four are given. Vachartha means literal translation. Lakshartha means intended meaning. Tat pada means word. Tat pada means tat word. Okay, the word tat means what is the implied meaning of tat as well as literal translation of tat, like that. Okay, and both ways. So let us see Vachartha or Vachartha meaning again, literal translation first and then we go. Sthula, Sukshma, Sharira, Abhimani, Tvam Pada Vachartha. So one who is identifying with Sthula Sharira, meaning the physical body, and Sukshma Sharira, meaning the subtle body, is Jiva. And of course, we know that. And that is the meaning of Tvam. So when they say you, anyone who is identifying, any Jiva who is identifying with Sthula, Sukshma Shariras. Okay. Now, Sthula Sharira, again, like what we know, Sthula Sharira is a Upadhi, right? Sukshma Sharira is also Upadhi. Karma Sharira is also Upadhi. So, the qualities of these Shariras is what is projected on us. And we think that we are these qualities, right? Now, however, you are saying, this is saying that what it is trying to say, you are not Sthula Sharira. So how do I know? When I'm asleep and I'm dreaming, I gave up the physical body identity and I took the body identity of Sukshma Shariras. How can you say that? The definition of Swapna is what? Whatever is experienced in waking state, whatever is remaining, I mean, like whatever the leftovers are there from there, right? Those are all jumbled up and projected when I'm asleep. That is called as dream. Now, for a dream to happen, the physical body is not needed. Everything is happening within the mind. Mind belongs to Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. So even though I see myself as a physical body in the dream, the whole thing is created by my own Sukshma Sharira. So that is why I gave up my real physical body in my dream. Okay. So I'm able to give up my physical body for a Sukshma Sharira. And so that means that I can exist without Stula Sharira. Okay. And similarly, I can give up even the identification. So see here, like when I'm saying I'm able to give up, meaning I'm able to give up my association, identification with Stula Sharira in my dream. Similarly, when I'm deep asleep, I give up my identification with Sukshma Sharira also. Okay. So what happens? That means these Shariras, meaning these bodies, are not intrinsic to me and they are not me. So what this Upanishad is telling, Upanishads and our scriptures are telling is that these Sharira Traya, these three bodies are just superficial. Okay. And by telling that you are, okay, so by telling that Tat Tvam Asi, Araham Brahmasmi, etc., they are asking me to look at me myself by removing these shariras. So get rid of these shariras. Get rid of, don't die. That's not what it's saying. Okay, like get rid of the identification with shariras. Detach yourself, okay, and look at yourself without these upadhis. So that is the word upadhi vinirmuktam. Okay, when this remove this upadhis, then samadhi dasha sampannam shuddha chaitanyam tvam pada lakshatah. Okay, so in the present, in the experience of samadhi, okay, we'll come to this. Okay, dasha samadhi dasha sampannam shuddha chaitanyam, that is the tvam pada lakshatah. So when a person goes into meditation, okay, so unfortunately, not unfortunately, even though it is a good thing, but the side effect of this good thing is that people think that it is meditation is meant for better health, meditation is meant for peace of mind, etc. But meditation is, while they are secondary benefits, the primary benefit of meditation is to attain liberation. So in this meditation, once when a person goes into samadhi state, samadhi dasha, and when he is endowed, so sampannam means wealth, right? So that means that once a person who is endowed with samadhi dasha, that is samadhi dasha sampannam, that's the meaning of that, okay? Then what happens? While awake itself, such a person is able to see the pure consciousness. He or she is able to get rid of these identification with these three bodies. And then at that time, what remains is Shuddha Chaitanyam. Shuddha means pure, pure consciousness. So here when the word Shuddha is used, what does Shuddha mean? Is pure means it is not adulterated with anything else. Okay, you are seeing it as is. Okay, so when you see like that, what is remaining in me, okay, or in any of us, when we disassociate ourselves from these three bodies, is Chaitanya alone. When when it is saying Tvam Tvam Tvam, the intended meaning is that Shuddha Chaitanyam. That is the Tvam Pada Lakshatha. So Tattvamasi, okay? So Tattvamasi is not saying that, hey, Venkat, you are Bhagwan. No. Like you, as in like with this body, you are Bhagwan. No. Okay? Or whether it's Venkat or Pawan or Paddy, it doesn't matter. Okay? None of us, as this body, along with this body and this Ahankara, etc., we are not Ishvara. No. When we remove our identification with all these upadhis, that is when whatever is left over, that is Brahman. That is the idea. Now, this is from it. We understood Tvam Pada meaning. So now let us analyze Tat Pada meaning. Evam, okay? Evam means in the same way. Sarvajñatvadi Vishishta Ishvara Tatvada Vachyartaha. So Sarvajña, Sarvajñatva Adi Vishishta. Okay? Sarvajñatva means all knower. That means what? Then Adi. Adi means etc. So beginning with Sarvajñatva. Sarvajñatva is all knower. Then Sarva Vyapaka. Okay, Sarvavyapaka means all pervading. Okay, so like that, every time you see Sarvatva, 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 all encompassing, all powerful, all knowing, all capable. So all of these values are included in there. Okay, so when combined with all the Sarvajnatva, etc., Sarvajnatva, the Vishishta, okay, Vishishta, okay, so he is talking about when you combine with all of them, okay, not combining, actually, like, okay, when you include all of them, Ishvara, okay, and call it as Ishvara, that is the literal translation of Tattva. That means Ishvara. So, Tat, when we talk about Ishvara as Tat, the literal translation is we are talking to that Ishvara who is all over, all pervading, all everything, all okay, all creator, Srishtikarta, Srishti Samharta, Srishti Rakshaka, like that, all those. Okay, so okay. Now Upadhi Shunyam, okay, when he is removed of his upadhis, okay, then what happens? When all the upadhis of Bhagwan is taken away, or Ishvara is taken away, what is left is Shuddha Chaitanyam alone. Upadhi Shuddham, Shuddha Chaitanyam alone remained. That is the meaning of Tat Pada Lakshyartha. So that is the intended meaning of Tat. So intended meaning of Tat is Shuddha Chaitanyam. Intended meaning of Tvam is also Shuddha Chaitanyam. So then obviously like Shuddha Chaitanyam equals Shuddha Chaitanyam. Hence, they both are one and the same. Okay, so now it is something like this. Can we talk about a simple example in our day-to-day life? I mean, like something that I can see. Okay, so this is an example that is often quoted in Vedanta. If you see an ocean is a big body of water, a huge body of water. In this ocean, you see waves. Okay. Now these waves, okay, at any given time, there are countless number of waves. And at any given time, some waves are rising, some waves are falling, some waves are becoming small, some are small waves, some are big waves, all of that. So the Jiva, meaning an individual, is identified with one of those waves. The Ishvara is identified with the entire water body, and he is identified, the Ishvara is identified as, is compared with entire ocean. So now wave is part of an ocean, but wave is not an ocean. Okay, so you cannot say wave is ocean itself. You can probably say, but you can get away with it, but it is not true. But what you can say is that wave has a particular shape and form and size. So these are all the qualities of the wave. Okay, you remove that and go to the essential nature of wave is water. Similarly, ocean also has got certain qualities like, okay, it is huge and all of those. Okay, it has got froth, it has got foam, it has got water, all over, whatever. But once you look at the essential nature of ocean is water. So wave and ocean are one and the same is telling what it really means is wave is also water, ocean is also water, and in the end, they both are water. So wave equals ocean means water equals water. Okay. In the same way, Jiva equals Ishvara. Okay. Jiva, this Tat Tvam Asi, what it is saying is that Jiva and Ishvara are not equal. Okay, a Jiva and Brahman are not equal. Rather, the essence of Brahman or essence of Ishvara and essence of Jiva is Shuddha Chaitanyam alone. And this, okay, is what Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakya is. So, evam cha Jiveshwarayo Chaitanya Rupa Abhede Badhaka Abhavaha. So, that means what? Badhaka. Badhaka means the one that cuts, right? Okay, so like one that makes us sad, etc. That's a meaning. But Badhaka means one that negates. Okay, so it is negating the feeling that Chaitanya, there is a bheda between Jiva and Ishvara. That bheda is removed by saying that when you look at the Chaitanya Rupa, okay, of both Chaitanya alone, there is no difference. Abhede, Chaitanya Rupena, Abhede. There's no difference when we look at from Chaitanya aspect. Okay, so because whether the upadhis of Jiva or whether the upadhis of Ishvara, they both came from Maya. Okay, Maya itself is Brahmashraya. Brahmashraya means it is under the control of Brahman. So whatever comes from Maya is Mithya, means apparent. So the upadhis that come from Maya at a macrocosmic level or at a microcosmic level, they are all Mithya. So when these Mithya-based upadhis are removed, then both Jiva and Ishvara are one and the same. So this is the Advaita Vedanta, essence of Advaita Vedanta. So I'll pause here to see if we have any questions. So with this part, right? So in a sense, the teaching aspect of Tattva Bodha is complete. Okay. So what we saw was like, okay, it started with, of course, sadhana chatushtaya, like the qualifications of the student. Then it took what is Atma, meaning who are you? Okay. We said that there are 3 bodies. Okay. And that identification was taken up. Okay. Stula Sharira, Stula Sukshma Karna Shariras. Then we said Panchakoshas. Okay. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. Then we talked about 3 states. What are the 3 states? Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. And we said like none of these are self. Okay. And they're all recognized by mind. Okay. Then Satchidananda Swarupa, what the Satchit and Ananda are explained. Thus Atma was explained. Then the Vampada Vacha, the Jiva, okay, is typically what would we understood as Jiva? Jiva is one who is identifying with waker, dreamer, sleeper, Stula, Sukshma, Karna, Sharira, Agmani, right? And that is the Vampada Vachartha. Okay, Vachartha meaning literal translation. Then we understood that Brahman alone, Satchidananda Brahman alone is the Lakshartha of Jiva. Okay, so Vampada Lakshartha. So now the text also took Tatpada. Tatpada means about Brahman and Maya. And it talked about it started with saying, how did creation come about? Then said, Maya has 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Then from there, we talk about Tanmatras, all the birth of all the Panchamahabhutas in Apanchikarana state. Then we talked about Panchamahabhutas also. Then we said Ishvara is with all the upadhis. What are the upadhis of Ishvara? All these Panchamahabhutas, which are after Panchikruta, before Panchikarana, okay, and Maya. All of that is Ishvara. So that means that entire cosmic mind is also Ishvara. Entire cosmic intellect is also Ishvara. Entire cosmic pranas are also Ishvara. So all that entire Sukshma Sharira is Ishvara. So that's what we saw. And when we remove all of that, what happened? So no, when that, first of all, like when that with all of that together, Ishvara means what happened? All the vasanas across, okay, in its unmanifest state, okay, all this at cosmic level, the entire Sukshma Sharira, the cosmic level, entire Stula Sharira, I mean all the worlds that we see, okay, all of them together is Ishvara, the literal translation, okay. Then we saw that Vyashti, individual, at a microcosmic individual level, as well as the macrocosmic level, the whole level, it's called Vyashti and Samashti. We saw that there is apparent distinction, but however, they both are, when we remove the upadhis, they become one. So now, how did we see that? So now, first initially we understood what it is, right? So then adhyaropa, that's what it's called as. Apavada means now we start negating everything. How? Oh, Jiva is Pinda, Ishvara is Brahmanda. And then we saw the sameness of Pinda and Brahmanda. Then the questions came, what is Jiva and Ishvara? So that also we have seen, Jiva is not Brahma Pratibimbam and all of that. Then we also saw that is Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakya, where the Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. Okay, seeing all of those. So this way, what we had done is that we understood that when we look with upadhis, okay, there is a difference. Upadhis also means Maya. With Maya, there are difference. Without Maya or without upadhis, there is no difference. Okay. So when my vision is associated with upadhis, it is called as sa upadhika, meaning with upadhis. So it's called as sopadhika. Sa plus upadhika becomes sopadhika. And if my vision is without upadhis, devoid of all these upadhis, it's called nirupadhika drishti. Okay, sopadhika drishti, nirupadhika drishti. Okay. You don't have to worry too much about this, but these particular terms. Okay. However, from a nirupadhika perspective, everything is one and the same. When you add upadhis, of course, everything is different. Okay. So with this, the promise that has been made earlier in the text saying sadhana chatushta sampannadhikarina moksha sadhana bhutam tattva viveka prakaram vakshamaha. So what they said in the beginning of the book is, for those people, qualified students who are endowed with the sadhana chatushta sampannatvam, we are going to teach, we meaning those Mahatmas, okay, that is coming from the Guru Parampara, they are going to teach Tattva Viveka Prakaram. Okay, so that is what we, okay, and what the purpose of that is to attain moksha. Okay, moksha sadhana bodha, that is complete. Now, only question is that, what is this moksha? Okay, so that is a question that is addressed in the next section. Okay, so moksha means, okay, so like you hear the term moksha, okay, and mukti, Jivanmukti, and all of this. Okay. So what is, sorry? Okay. So how can one become Jivanmukta? Okay. So for a man of realization, okay, so someone who attained mukti is called as Jivanmukta. Like when they're alive itself, they're called as Jivanmukta. And now the question is that, like, why are we learning all of this is to gain moksha, we said, right? So how can I gain liberation? Okay, of course, you need a teacher. Okay, teacher as in not someone like me. No, okay, I'm just you cannot consider me as a teacher. Okay, so a teacher is a guru who is endowed with all the sadhana chasta sampannatva, and he himself is Jivan Mukta. Such a person is guru. Okay, so if we study, if we attempt to study without a guru, we get so many problems. Okay, because there are a lot of contradictions, confusions, etc. Because all these Vedanta Vakyas are pointers, but they point to something, but they actually don't take it. Like, okay, so it's called as Shaka Chandra Nyaya. Shaka Chandra Nyaya means if you want to show moon, okay, maybe like a second day of moon or something, okay, it's a very thin and it's not visible, clearly visible in the sky. And you want to show that moon to someone. So you say, hey, where is the moon? I can't see the moon. So they say, see, follow my hand, okay, and my finger. Okay, now see the tree there, that mango tree? Yes, yes, yes. In that mango tree, there is a tallest branch. You could go there. Yes. Okay, there, do you see a leaf? Okay, I mean like there, do you see like a mango? Yes, I can barely see. Yes. Okay, now in the same angle, if you keep going, that's where you'll see moon. Okay, so what happened is that when that happened, in this particular example, first I used my hand, to describe. And then I described the mango tree, and I described the mango tree branch, and then the mango. Now, the vision of the student has to use this hand, but go beyond this hand. Use the tree, go beyond the tree. Use the branch, go beyond the branch. Use the mango, go beyond the mango. And then you are going to see the moon. Neither the hand is not the moon, the tree is not the moon, the branch is not the moon, or the mango is not the moon. Okay, but all of them are pointers to get to there. Okay, so that is why when to take things literally versus when to understand it as pointers, etc., we need a guru. So who is that guru? Okay, why are we suddenly talking about guru? Is we are talking about the Jivanmukta, right? Okay, so this guru, okay, this nature of the guru is being taught here. Okay, so someone wants to go off mute and repeat after me.
I can do.
Okay. So we are in section 11, Jivanmukta. Evam cha Vedanta Vakyaihi
Vedanta Vakyaihi
Sadgurupadeshena
Sadgurupaveshena
cha
Cha
Sarveshvapi
Sarveshvapi
Bhuteshu
Bhuteshu
Yesham
Esham
Brahma Buddhirutpanna
Brahma Buddhirutpanna Brahma Buddhir Utpanna.
So Brahma Buddhi Utpanna te Jivanmuktaha
Ityarthaha.
Okay. So who is this Jivanmukta, right? Okay. So evam cha Vedanta Vakyaihi. So we just talked about a Vedanta Vakya, right? What is the Vedanta Vakya we just talked about? Is Tat Tvam Asi. Okay. Evam cha Vedanta Vakya means Vedanta Vakya such as this. Okay. Vakyaihi means plural. We only talked about one Mahavakya, which is Tat Tvam Asi. But Tat Tvam Asi is what is it telling that? It is talking about Jiva Brahma Aikyata, that you are one same as Brahman. That's what it is talking about, right? So in the Vedanta, in the Upanishads, any statement that gives the sameness or the identity between the Jiva and Brahman is called as Mahavakya. Now, all Upanishads have Mahavakyas. Okay, we have 108 Upanishads, so we have at least 108 Mahavakyas. Maybe more, but not less. However, when our rishis, instead of taking all those Mahavakyas, what they did was that from each Veda, there are some Upanishads, right? So they have taken 4 Mahavakyas, okay, one from each Upanishad, and each Upanishad belonging to one Veda. So that means one from Rig Veda, one from Yajur Veda, one from Sama Veda, and one from Atharvana Veda. They have taken some Upanishads, and from there they extracted these statements, which talk about the identity of Jiva and Brahman. So these Mahavakyas, first Mahavakya is from Aitareya Upanishad, it is Prajnanam Brahma. From Chandogya Upanishad, Tat Tvam Asi. Then from Mandukya Upanishad, it is I am Atma Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi, I believe it's from Brihadaranyaka, I'm not sure. Okay, Aham Brahmasmi is another one. Okay, so like that, these are 4 Mahavakyas are most popular ones. Not this, just 4 alone are not the Mahavakyas. These are just most popular ones. Okay, so now Aham Brahmasmi. So Tat Tvam Asi means what? You are that. So that means that who is saying that you are that? That means that there's a teacher And the student is there, and teacher is telling the student, hey student, you are thinking that you are Jiva. No, 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 you are not Jiva, you are that. I mean, you are Brahman, that's what it is. Now, once the student knows, what is he going to say? I am Brahman. Okay? I am Brahman. Again, in Sanskrit, it's called Aham Brahmasmi. Okay, I am Brahman. Okay, so that's what Aham Brahmasmi means. So, what does Aham Brahmasmi mean? Okay, Sarveshu api bhuteshu. Okay, the Sarveshu api bhuteshu is there. Okay, Sarveshu api bhuteshu, meaning I see myself in all beings and objects that I see. Okay, so this Aham Brahmasmi is not a localized feeling. It is actually breaking the barriers between all the jivas, okay, and between all the limitations and finitude in terms of self-experience. Okay, so sarveshu bhuteshu. So I see myself in everywhere. It is not like I see myself in my child alone, okay, or my wife alone. Okay, I see myself in a person. I mean, actually, there won't be any hate once I understand Aham Brahmasmi, but I should be able to see myself in a wicked person, in a good person, in a cow, in a snake, in a rat, in a mosquito, in a tree, everywhere, like I should be able to see. Okay, so Sarveshvapi Bhuteshu. Okay, that feeling. Okay, so that when you have, right, those with Shadvika, so then this expansion is not limited to this body, right? So then there is no worry about like, okay, I'm being born, I'm going to die, all of that is gone, okay? So having this expansive vision of self, okay? Because everything is self alone, okay? And even though all objects and beings appear different and other than me, they are me alone. Okay, having this idea, okay, Sadguru Upadeshena Sarveshapi Bhude Yesham Brahma Buddhir Utpanna Te Jivanmukta Ityartaha. So, these Vedanta Vakyas, once you learn through Sadguru Upadesha, okay, a guru who is a Sadguru. Sadguru means, of course, like we have a someone named Sadguru, more popular in current day and time. A Sadguru means, are there bad gurus also? Okay, why do you use Sadguru? No. Sadguru here is not good guru, but Sat, one who knows Sat. Okay, because a guru can be a dance teacher also can be called as guru. Okay, a music teacher is also called as guru. Okay, so like that, you have gurus in all fields. Okay, so nowadays in the software, you will have so many books where guru word is used. Okay, AWS guru, Amazon guru, Azure guru, like that. Okay, so here a guru who knows Sat about Sat. Sat means again Satchitananda Brahma. Okay, so such guru, by whose teaching you learn that Sarveshvapi Bhuteshu Esham Brahma Buddhi. Okay, all these jivas are Brahman alone. This idea, this buddhi, utpanna, when this buddhi is arised in him, okay, so that means such a person is called as Jivanmukta. Jivanmuktaha iti arthaha. So Jivanmukta's definition is a student learned from a Satguru the essential nature of this Vedanta Vakyas, and a thought has arisen in him. Okay, it is not just intellectual level. Okay, it is actual real experiential feeling that he is one with this entire world. Okay, Sarveshu api bhuteshu. Okay, all these creatures are one and me. So this Advaita Bhavana, when it comes completely, that is Jivan Mukta. Okay, so that is the definition of Jivan Mukta. So why are they talking about this Jivan Mukta? Is because we talked about after moksha. Okay, what happens? Okay, so after moksha, you become Jivan Mukta. When you attain moksha, you become Jivan Mukta. But now the question is that we all got this knowledge. Of course, not through a Jivanmukta Purusha, but from the Guru Parampara of Shankaracharya ji, Swami Chinmayananda ji, Puja Guru ji, Swami Tejomayananda ji, etc. Right? In this Guru Parampara, we heard this nature of Brahman. So we also have Brahma Buddhi. We also understand that Sarveshapi Bhuteshu Aham. Okay, I alone am in all this bhuta. So am I Jivanmukta? Okay, that's the question. So that question is clarified in the next section. Okay, so can someone repeat after me?
1 second,
Yeah,
Venkatji.
go ahead, sure.
A Jivanmukta is also one who has overcome all the, that's how we refer, isn't it? A Jivanmukta, one who has overcome or realized Brahman himself. He is a Jivanmukta, right?
So overcome, so used to overcome.
No, one who has understood Brahman or that person is a Jivanmukta, isn't it?
Yes, but what exactly understanding Brahman is what was said as I alone am everything I see all around me, because everything is, even though they all appear different, when I remove the upadhis, they are all one and the same. So there's only one thing.
Yes.
Okay, so that is Jivanmukta. Now, I have that understanding, right? So, meaning like all of us in this class, in this session, have that understanding. So, are we all Jivanmuktas? Okay, so that is addressed in the next section. So, if someone wants to repeat, who hasn't chanted before today?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, Rajiji. Nanu Jivanmuktaha
Jivanmukta
Kaha.
Kah.
So every time you see Nanu means however, means that means that a question is coming. Okay. What is Jivanmukta? That was a question. So please repeat. Yatha
Yatha
Dehoham
Dehoham
Purushoham
Purushoham
Brahmanoham
Brahmanoham
Shudroham
Shudroham
Asmiti
Asmiti
Druda
Dridha
Nischayatha
Nischayata
Nischayah
Nischayah
Tatha
Tatha
Naham
Naham
Brahmanah
Brahmanah
Na Shudraha
Na Shudraha
Na Purushaha
Na Purushaha
Kintu
Kintu
Asangaha
Asangaha
Satchidananda
Satchidananda
Swarupaha
Swarupaha
Prakasharupaha
Prakasharupaha
Sarvantaryami
Sarvantaryami
Chidakasha
Chidakasha
Rupo Asmiti
Rupo Asmiti
Dhrudanischaya
Dhrudanaschayah
Rupo
Rupo
Aparoksha Jnanavan
Aparoksha Jnanavan
Jivanmuktaha.
Jivanmuktaha.
Okay, so here the answer is Yatha, just like you and I, what we have is Dehoham. Dehoham is this Deha is me. Aham means me. Dehoham, this body is me. Purushoham. Purushoham means I'm a man. Okay, that means that I'm a woman. Okay, Striyoham. Okay, so for women it is Striyoham, maybe Striyaham, maybe not Striyoham. For men it is Purushoham. Okay, I'm a Purusha. Or I'm a Brahmana, Brahmanoham. I'm a Shudra, I'm a Shudroham. I mean, you put your caste, religion, whatever, right? Caste, religion, age. Okay, I'm old, I'm young, all of this, right? Asmi iti. So, like I'm Shudroham Asmi. Okay, like this. What happened? This we have Dhrudhanishchaya is there. Okay, so like we all have what a Dhrudhanishchaya means. Like we have a firm belief that okay, even in sleep, if someone wakes up and asks me who are you, I am Venkat, and I'll give my entire biodata, how old am I, what nationality, what religion, all of that I can tell even my sleep. Okay, if I'm able to sleep talk, I can answer all those questions without having to get up also. Okay. In the same way, Tatha, after Yatha, there is a Tatha. Dhrudha Nischayah, Tatha, okay. Na aham Brahmana. Oh, I'm not Brahmana. Na Shudra, I'm not Shudra. I'm not Purusha. Not Purusha means again, like, don't think like I'm not Purusha means I'm a Stree or it is not talking about a transgender. Okay, it is talking about I'm beyond this physical body. Okay, Kintu, however, instead, actually, Kintu means instead, I am Asangaha. I am unattached to anything. Okay, meaning I'm not associated with anything because anything that I see in and around me, okay, in and around is Mithya alone, because everything that I see are upadhis alone. All these upadhis are mithya. So I am asanga. Okay, so I am unattached to anything. I am Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa, meaning I am Brahman. Prakasha Rupaha. I am self-effulgent. Okay, I am the nature of light. Okay, we'll come to that later on. Okay, Sarvantaryami. I am spread all over. Okay, I am the indweller of everything. Okay. Chit Akasha Rupaha. Okay. Chidakasha Rupaha. Chit. Okay. So Chit is talking about the Chit. Akasha is talking about the space. Okay. So that means Sat. Okay. I am Chidakasha Rupaha, meaning I am all pervading. I am all conscious. Okay. Again, this is not Sarvajna. Okay. Now, Sarvajna means like all knowing like that. But like I am identifying with this consciousness which is all pervading. Okay, that is Dhrudha Nishchaya. If when I have that Dhrudha Nishchaya, okay, and that I have that experience, Aparoksha Jnana. Okay, Aparoksha Jnana again, meaning direct experience. When I have that, then I am Jivanmukta. Otherwise, if someone wakes me up in my sleep and say, who are you? And the moment I say Venkat, yeah, I failed the test. But I said in jest, okay, just as a uh, because if you have a question like if someone woke up around Maharshi in midnight and said, who are you? Would he said like I am Sachidananda Brahma, or would he said that I'm Brahma? Right? So, but the point is that they might have said they are Ramana, or they might have said, okay, I'm Chinmayananda or whatever, but what they really think inside, okay, what is the Dhrudha Nishchaya? When we have that Dhrudha Nishchaya, we are Jivanmukta. But in here, there are some words that we need to do a little bit more understanding, need to have a little bit more understanding as Prakasha Rupa, what is this Prakasha Rupa, what is this Sarvantaryami, Chidakasha Rupa, etc. We will go, sorry, Aparoksha Jnana. So these things we will cover in our next session. Okay, so before we, so I have a feeling that I'm not sure if we may finish next week. No, actually may not be next week, but like we may finish in 2 weeks. Okay. So with that, if you have any questions, let's address those questions. Otherwise, we'll close now.
So instead of the last day being 5th October, it will be then 12th October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've written last day question mark at 2 places. I'll update that.
Sorry about that. So we'll close.
Yeah.
पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ